Ever pondered what it's like to be on the other side of the classroom holding the chalk instead of the notebook? Picture this. You're a young English teacher, excited, eager, and slightly nervous. The classroom is your stage, the students your audience. You're not just teaching a language, you're shaping young minds and future leaders. Sounds exhilarating, right? But like any great adventure, the journey of becoming an English teacher is filled with challenges and obstacles. You're constantly learning, adapting, and growing. You're navigating the ever-changing landscape of teaching trends, from focusing on communication rather than perfect grammar, to incorporating technology into your lessons. You're juggling the roles of an educator, a guide, a mentor, and sometimes even a friend. And then there's the responsibility. The weight of knowing that your words, your actions can impact these young learners is immense. But so is the joy when you see them grasp a new concept, or when they surprise you with their insights and creativity. The journey of becoming an English teacher is not for the faint-hearted, but the rewards are immeasurable. So what does this journey entail? Let's dive into the challenges that an aspiring English teacher might face. Firstly, dealing with different learning styles can be a tough nut to crack. Not every student absorbs information the same way. Some might be visual learners, preferring diagrams and images, while others might be auditory learners, thriving on discussions and verbal instructions. Then there are those kinetic learners who literally need to get their hands on things to understand them. Figuring out how to cater to all these learning styles without turning your classroom into a three-ring circus, now that's a challenge. Then there's the task of maintaining student engagement. Picture this. You've prepared a killer lesson on Shakespeare. You're excited, you start delivering it, and half your class is dozing off or doodling in their notebooks. Keeping students interested and engaged in the material isn't always a walk in the park. It's like trying to perform a one-person show for an audience that would rather be watching cat videos on the internet. And let's not forget the importance of continuous professional development. Teaching English isn't just about knowing the language, it's about understanding the pedagogy, the methodology, and the ever-evolving best practices in education. It's a never-ending journey of learning and growing. So, while you're busy educating your students, you're also signing up for a lifetime of being a student yourself. Now let's lighten the mood a bit. Here's a funny story. One day, a teacher walked into the classroom and found a student chewing gum. The teacher asked the student, "Did you bring enough gum for everyone?" The student, without missing a beat, replied, "No, I didn't think everyone would want to chew my gum." Ah, the joys of teaching. Of course, there are also those common misconceptions about teaching. Many think it's a cushy job with short hours and long vacations, but let me tell you, marking papers at midnight and planning lessons during what's supposed to be your off time is no vacation. Despite these challenges, the joy of seeing a student's progress makes all the hurdles worth it. Yet, every cloud has a silver lining. Let's explore the triumphs that come with teaching English. The journey of an English teacher is a tale of transformation, a story of personal growth. It's a role that brings with it the joy of imparting knowledge, of opening young minds to the beauty and power of the English language. As a teacher, you're not just educating, you're inspiring. You're providing the tools for communication, for understanding, and for connection in our increasingly global world. But the rewards extend beyond the classroom walls. You see, teaching English isn't just about sharing knowledge, it's about expanding your own. Every day presents opportunities to learn, from new teaching methods, from cultural exchanges with students, and yes, even from the challenges you face. And perhaps the most gratifying part, it's seeing the spark of understanding in a student's eyes. It's witnessing the progress they make, the confidence they gain, and the doors of opportunity that you've helped open for them. Teaching English is not a job, it's a calling. It's a profession that brings satisfaction and fulfillment that is hard to put into words. So while the journey may have its ups and downs, remember the triumphs are aplenty. The triumphs of teaching English far outweigh the challenges, making it a fulfilling profession. To conclude, let's summarize what we've discussed today. Our journey as young English teachers is filled with challenges. Yet, it's these very challenges that make the journey worthwhile. We've learned that teaching English is not just about grammar and vocabulary, but about using the language as a medium of communication. We've seen how countries like Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and Japan have redefined English education by emphasizing early language instruction. The integration of technology such as e-books and learning apps has also been highlighted as a game changer in the teaching landscape. Moreover, we've recognized the importance of student participation, the role of humor, and the power of teaching through literature and games. We've also delved into the significance of teaching grammar from a learning perspective and the benefits of online teaching. Finally, we've explored the relevance of Shakespeare in modern education, acknowledging the complexities and contradictions in his works, but also appreciating his exploration of marginalized lives and the performance of gender. Remember, as a teacher, you're not just imparting knowledge but shaping the future. Now, isn't that a journey worth embarking on?